up, y'all? So I've been meaning to make a video about anger. Basically, anger is something that I used to deal with. I used to have a problem with. So, I was supposed to make a video about it a while ago. Now, keep in mind, this is happening around the time that a lot of people are angry because of, what's going on with George, being murdered. So I'll try to talk about that a little bit, but I don't want to go too deep into that, But, we'll just discuss anger as a whole. I just want to say to start that I was really hesitant about doing this video because whenever you discuss certain things, you give a certain energy and it's already like a lot of hate associated with it. So, you attract different energies that aren't the ones that you would like to attract. But, I said to hell with it, let's talk about it. What I need people to understand is that I see a lot of people talking about the anger. That is anger. That's why, it's in this video. What I see is people in pain. People are tired of going through the same things and being treated lesser than a dog. I'm tired. My generation is tired. Like, my entire family, my lineage is tired. Like, this isn't new for us. So it's been going on. So what you see when you see people in the streets going ham, going crazy, is pain. One thing that I have come to realize is that this thing has taught me is that you cannot tell people how to grieve. You cannot tell people how to feel and how to act because we all process things differently. I explained it to my friend like this. I'm an air sign. I'm an Aquarius. She's a water sign. My mom is a fire sign. We all won't react the same way if something happens to us or something that's, traumatic to us that we witness. So me telling someone else how to act, how to process this anger or this feeling or this hurt, it's just like if someone got shot in the foot and you say, oh, well, don't scream too loud, get up, walk it off, whatever. That's dismissing it. I can't tell you how to process your pain. I can only empathize with you and be there with you, but I can't say the way that you act out is wrong or right because it's your pain. It's you, I'm not you. So I just need people to understand and be sympathetic. I want to say we all know that looting and tearing up people's businesses and burning down police stations and stuff like that, we already know that that's wrong. The people doing it also know as well. But the thing is this, it's not about wrong or right. I think they want to be heard. They wanted to get your attention. Did they not get your attention by what they did? So if it was a silent protest, people just walking around, will we still be talking about this or will we still feel this energy as much as we do? We wouldn't. So I'm not saying it's, the most effective because I don't believe that it is. But what I'm saying is they did it to prove a point. They want you to pay attention and know that they're paying attention and to feel how they feel, because something was taken away. And it continues to happen over and over again. And we need a change. And the thing is, we don't know the most effective way to find that change. That's why I wanted to make this video, because I feel like we all need to do our due diligence to find out, who we need to go through, what channel we need to go through to get things, properly handled. Because there is no way that an officer can have killed anyone or have all of these prior investigations done on them and they're still on the force. Like, whatever laws need to be created to prevent these things from happening, it needs to happen. And the only way that will happen if there is, strength in numbers. If a lot of people come together legally, with judges, lawyers, and things like that are able to help us to come up with these things, to push these things, because that is possible. That's just my opinion. It could be a better way. It could be something else that I can't think of. If you can think of it, let me know. It just needs to be done. I think I have given enough energy to this situation. So I just wanted to address it, and move forward with what the video was supposed to be about, all about, which is anger. So the reason why I decided to make this video about anger is because I had a problem with it since I was little. Basically, I'm my mom's only child. So I didn't have a brother or sister to go to, like, at school or when I was out in the world to help me. Like, if I got in a situation, I had to handle it mentally or I had to handle it physically, which caused me to become a fighter and develop that fighter spirit. And I didn't know how to properly communicate. Depending on what environment you're in, talking may not solve all issues. People want to fight. You got to, prove a point. You got to show that you're not soft. So I developed a certain way of handling situations by using my anger. Of course, when I was little, I took anger management classes. I had a guidance counselor like that helped me in that area. Shout out to Miss Perkins. Just, things to help me, find better ways to go around getting physical. So I didn't really learn my lesson until I was 16 years old in my relationship. So I'll tell you about that story. I told you about my ex, my first love, the Leo. So I'll tell you about how she taught me, the most valuable lesson about anger. So basically, when I was 16 years old, I went to Job Corps. So I met her, we started it, and I already told you about that story. So we ended up getting into a fight, but I started the fight. Basically, it was a situation with a girl. Basically, my ex and I had broken up. So it was one of those situations where I can't remember if it was my fault or not, but I remember it probably was because I was trying to talk to her outside, I was trying to get her to take me back or whatever. So it must have been my fault, whatever happened. I can't remember. It was so much back and forth. So anyway, I'm not the type of person to really discuss my feelings where I wasn't at the time. So it was really big of me to step to her and to I felt like I was kind of begging her. It's an ego thing. When you view it like that, it's it's an ego thing. So I humbled myself. I was talking to her. In the process of me talking to her, this girl walks up that I always told her that liked her, that was supposed to be straight. They had a kid the whole nine. I'm like, she likes you. She's like, no, acting all oblivious to the fact. But anyway, so the girl walks up. She, walks and talks to her, whatever. And then the girl's walking off. She was like, okay, well, I'll see you later. She laugh, giggling like it's a joke. The whole giggling and the girl acting like it was cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see you later or whatever. It really rubbed me the wrong way, and it really pissed me off. It set me off. So I asked her, I'm like, what's up with old girl? She's like, oh, we just friends, just like me and you just friends. Mind you, I was so in love with her. I'm trying to talk to her to take me back, and you gonna put me on the same level as this girl? We just friends, just like me and you just friends. So I'm putting you in my mind frame at the time. So it just set me off. So I remember thinking, I had a purse. I always carry a purse. Since I was little, I always carry a purse. I remember thinking, should I put this purse down and swing on her? Or should I swing on her and put my purse down? All I know is I put my purse down the way that I thought of the first time. So, we ended up getting into a fight. It got physical. We were fighting for a long time because security had to come from the front to we lived in the back, in dorms and stuff like that. People outside, just watching. It was just a crazy situation. Security picked me up because I'm smart. She's tall. And so security picked me up. I'm over her shoulder. She running up on me while I'm over his shoulder. So I'm fighting her over his shoulder. I'm cussing him out I'm going to fight you. You know what I'm saying? If you let her get the best of me, you know what I'm saying? Going at it. It's just wow, right? So we end up going to the, I forgot what it's called, but the person that's over the whole situation, not a principal, but it's the person that can kick you out of there. So the lady was she was like, I want to ask you a question. She was like, do you regret what you did? And would you do things differently? And so I'm an Aquarius. We are always honest to a fault. You know what I'm saying? Some people would have tried to finesse their way out of the situation, but I was I know what I did. So I straight up told her, I was like, no, I would not do over what I did. Basically, I said, I don't regret anything that I did. And if I had to do it all over again, I would do it again because I was hurt. And I started crying and I was I felt like I didn't deserve, what was going on and all of this stuff. So the lady, I can't believe what happened myself, but the lady was like, I admire your honesty. And she was like, you are too smart to be put out. She was like, you need a chance. You need your education. And, you need to get ahead in life. She was like, because you told me the truth and you were honest with me, I'm not going to put you out. I could put you out because I didn't put it on her. You know what I'm saying? I let her know that I was the aggressor. I didn't try to put any blame on my ex. I let her know that I started it. I hit her straight up from when we first went in there, when she asked the questions, it was me. I know what I did. I did this because of this. And she was just saying that, I needed, more anger management and stuff like that. And I need to really change my life because I was 16. If I was 18, the police could have been involved and I'd be treated as an adult. And I really need to clean my life up. So I was like, I really, for some reason, I really, took in what she said and, we left and, that was it. So when we left, I told you that my ex was a Leo. Leos don't like to be embarrassed. They don't like for you to do stuff like, if you're going to check them if something happened in front of people, it's best that you say, well, we'll talk when we get home, to do stuff behind closed doors. They don't like for people to be in their business like that, and especially a mess, like, you know, ghetto stuff like that. So she was pissed. She would not talk to me. So I tried to talk to her for like probably like 3 months. We used to do everything together. Like, she would pick me up from my dorm, and you know, in the morning, and my day started, she'd walk me to class. Go to class, on the break she'd walk over to my class, you know, during the break, and then walk back to her class, and then lunch come and get me. Then, you know, at the end, like, it was really like that. I told you she was militant, so she was really like on a schedule and on a regimen, and, you know, we both were. So I went from being with her to being by myself. So it was like so lonely. I didn't want to go to the cafeteria because I didn't want to see her. Like, I was so sad. So what ended up happening was I ended up losing weight. So I begged her to talk to me. She would talk to me like maybe twice within those 3 months. But every time she was like so mad, because she was just like, she was 19 when it happened and I was 16. So, you know, she could have went to jail. Like, it could have went all kind of ways, even though it didn't. But she still couldn't get over it. And she was so mad at the fact that I put my hands on her. And she was like, she could not get over me putting my hands on her. So you know, we didn't get back together. Within that 3 month time frame, I told you I ended up losing weight. So I ended up going home. I lost a lot. I lost so much weight that, did you know, like, when you lose weight, your underwear size can go down? Like, it was crazy. So I ended up getting a new wardrobe when I went home. Like, I was thick when I was with her, but I ended up being slim thick. Like, the smallest of slim thick, put it like that. So, like, my mom didn't like how small I was. I feel like my head was big. But anyway, but I had a bad body, though. Like, a lot of people liked it, but my mom didn't. She wasn't used to seeing me like that. So I went back to school, you know, I had a new wardrobe or whatever. And so she ended up talking to the girl that she was, in that 3 months, she ended up talking to the girl that I asked her about. But I think she probably did that, like, deliberately or whatever. So that shit ended up not working out. So, you know, when I went back from a break or whatever, you know, I had my new wardrobe, I was cute. I started going out and, like, you know, dating other people and stuff like that. I ended up, you know, going out, moving on with my life. You know, the people that wanted to holler, like, I finally, you know, was giving people chances, you know, dating people, you know, living my life. So somehow we end up talking. Like, when I decided to move on with my life, all of a sudden, you know, here she is, and, you know, we talked or whatever, because her situation didn't work out with her. So we talked about it. We ended up getting back together, and, you know, that was that. But her whole thing was, she was so upset because I, like, hit her. Like, you know, like, she wasn't with anyone putting their hands on her. That's why I was saying in, like, the last video, what was it, toxic relationships, that you got to find other ways to handle stuff, because it's not right to put your hands on people. Up until her, my exes used to put up with it. For her, I had only had one girlfriend. Rest in peace, Selena. And she, you know, used to put up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she thought it was cute when I acted a fool. Y'all know how a lot of lesbians are. They cut a fool and people think that's cute. They think they love them more and stuff like that. So she put up with it. So she condoned my behavior, and so I kept doing it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like that. And so by the time I got with her, when it got physical that time, she was like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was over it. Like, she really cut me out her life. And so it was just like, okay, so I know this is not effective. Like, I cannot continue my life like this. So I changed, you know, and, you know, eventually, you know, we got back together and everything. And I was just like, you know, I'm not going to ever put my hands on her again or anybody else that I'm with. Like, I got to find another way to express myself. Because that's what I should have done, expressed how I felt, like, you know, that I wanted to be with her, and I didn't, you know, just humble myself. But my ego didn't allow me to. The whole point is this is that was my last physical fight that I've ever been in. Because, like, I really did learn my lesson, like, at 16, like, you don't hit people that you love, even people that you don't love. Because I've gotten into altercations with people, and I wanted to knock their whole head off. But, you know what I'm saying? I didn't. Like, if you can walk away from the situation, you can de-escalate the situation. That's what you do. You know, you be mature. You know, use your words, you communicate. And so she actually taught me that, you know, it took a terrible situation, you know, to teach me that, how to move, how to operate, you know, in life from that situation. So it's just like, you know, even in bad situations, you have to be thankful for that. Because it's like, if she wouldn't have taught me that, who knows where I would be right now, if I would even still be alive. Because every situation, you can't get physical, and you can't just do what you want to do to people and move around. Like, it's laws. People have weapons. Like, it's all kind of stuff going on. So I have, you know, been in toxic situations, dated toxic people since her, you know, but I made sure that every time we got into it, when I felt myself getting there, I would just walk away. I would think about it. You know, basically the person ain't even worth, either losing your life or spending the rest of your life behind bars. They're really not. So, you just have to get away from certain people that trigger you and make you feel like you want to be a certain way or do certain things. So that's pretty much what happened from that situation. The lesson that I learned about anger, and I learned how to get a grip on that, because you can't let anger control you. If you let anger control you, you will not live long. And anger can also lead to all kind of health issues. So, you just have to be careful about what you take in, the energy that you have around you, and just really think, and take your time in situations, and just don't react, because that's reacting using anger. I really just hope that this can help someone in some kind of way. I hope that we can come up with some kind of solution, to heal ourselves and to, create better laws and situations for us as a whole. And it will take all of us coming together to do this. So if you're open or have any ways, that you would suggest, just let me know, or comment below, or, just let me know. We all need to come together and get this thing right. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everyone is staying safe. Until the next time, just take care of yourself and just love on yourself and others. Bye.